Join me in welcoming Bronwen Oehlschlager. Bronwen, first of all, did I say your last name right?
You did. I know
Yeah.
it's hard.
All right. First off, tell us a little bit about you and how you show up in the world.
Okay, first of all, I hope that you don't hear the construction going on in the background. If you
I
do,
don't
my
hear any of it.
apologies. Oh, good. That's amazing. Um, about me, I am a mother, and I've felt this call to write books and help people share messages since I was very, very young. I remember feeling that call when I was 7 years old for the first time. So, at this point, what I'm doing is helping messengers, coaches, healers turn their message into a movement and, you know, navigate themselves as a whole person in the energy of centeredness as they move forward and help change the world with their messages of health, wealth, um, relationships, these things that so many of us feel called to bringing to people because we've been there, we overcame, and now we just feel like we must pass that along. So that's what I'm up to.
Absolutely love that. So, your book is called The Key to Success. Now, I'm going to get the whole
Yeah.
subtitle here right for us. The
Okay.
Key to Success, Turning Your Message into a Movement, the Mastermind Principles for Mission Driven Speakers and Events Leaders.
Yes.
So tell me what made you decide this is the book I need to write.
This is a spiritual journey for me. So I'm a personal development I don't want to say junkie because I apply it. And usually the junkies are just like learning it. But I love Napoleon Hill. He was my first love in personal development because he showed me practical application. And I'm a super spiritual person, so I'm reading all of this stuff from spiritual people and it didn't make practical application sense to me. So I glommed onto him about 10 years ago and I read The Law of Success. And I also read Florence Scovel Shinn's The Game of Life and How to Play It. And I knew at that point these things go together. And I needed to write my own version of this from my own perspective with their juicy yumminess in the work. And I've been trying to do it for 10 years. And it's interesting, it didn't actually come into fruition until I had in my business space somebody that I had created what I'm talking about in the book, that third mind mastermind energy with. It all just flowed from me as soon as I had that in my business. It's really, really interesting how living it in actuality makes things just flow.
It absolutely does. It's amazing what really knowing yourself does
Yeah.
for allowing you to then be able to actually share that with somebody else.
Yes, yes. And walking the talk. I feel like that's really important. All the other times I tried to put this book together, I was just a solopreneur. I didn't have somebody masterminding with me in my business space. I did in my event spaces. And I guess we should make that clear. I help people put on events. And so I'm helping them turn their presentation into something that actually brings them conversations after they present. But then I love putting on these events, and it's all about this mastermind energy to have a successful event. That's the key to the success. Whether you're a guest speaker or whether you're the one leading the event, that mastermind energy is it. When that happens, the seats fill. It's like the sold out event secret, right? And um, so circling back, when we have that energy, I call it well, Napoleon Hill called it the third mind. Um, Florence Scovel Shinn quoted scripture. She quoted Matthew saying where two or more um, join together in my name, there am I also. And it's the magnification of that energy that is the point of the book. It's the key to success. And I really felt like I needed to write it from that perspective. So that's what I did.
I absolutely love that. So success is one of those great big giant words that so many people chase, but they never feel it. And it really has
Oh,
to start. You have to see, know, understand, define success before, or you'll never get there.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, Talk to us a little bit more about when you talk about the key to success. What does that mean to you?
So, what is success? What's the goal of the person who's reading this book? That is defined there. The definite chief aim, when you get it, is success, right? So, in this book, this work is about the definite chief aim of having the right people in the seats at your event and successfully um, playing out the whole run of show in a way that whole arc is bringing everybody together in one goal. That one goal is whatever we're promising to the audience. And if we're working as a team and everybody understands that, there's magic. The whole audience can feel it. It's not a bunch of disjointed speakers. It's people that get what we're doing here. Like, that's the point of the book. So success in this case is we brought the right people into the room, the seats are full, and we're giving them everything that we promised, and we walk away with conversations that are either great networking conversations or potential client relationships. That often goes to a client relationship in this case, right? But they're either going to be our best referrers, our new friend, our next collaborator, or our next client. So that's the idea. That's success.
I absolutely love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so cool. And of course, I'm not only a student of yours, but I love absolutely. It's so cool when you hit that minute, from the place where nothing's working. I know we've
Mm-hmm.
all felt that, right? To where all of a sudden, and it's usually a shift inside of us, but
It
something
totally is.
changes just a little bit, and then it starts opening up. And it's not like, usually at least, it's not like, a tsunami where you're just like buried under it and it's like, oh my gosh, it's too much, but
Mm-hmm.
it's cool to see that shift. Can you talk to us about, I know some of them, but I know the listeners may not. Can you talk to us about some of the times when you've had that little shift and it's made that huge difference for you?
Yeah, there's so many. Let me pick one. I'm just going to use the one that happened around the writing of this book because it's right. It's so poignant for me. And so what happened was I was at a point of burnout in my business, and I knew I needed to hire somebody to support me. Right. My internal system was saying I can't receive anything because I'm too burned out. I can't handle one more thing. So that is the definition of scarcity mode, right? You don't always think, "Oh, I'm scarce because I don't believe money can come to me," or whatever. Sometimes it's really just the things that I'd like to come my way and the things that I'd like to be able to put out in the world. I can't because I have nothing else to give. There's no overflow to pour over onto other people, right? So I needed some rest, and I went to God and I'm like, what do I do about this? I have work to do, and there's like, where's my capacity, right? And it was effectively, it's time to bring on the right help. So I put it out there. I started working with somebody else and brought him onto my team, fresh and green, and that didn't work out. And I was telling this woman who was amazing. I don't even know why. Like, I loved her, and I tell everybody about her, and she's always connecting me with people. And I never even thought that she would be somebody that would come into my space on my team and support me the way that she does. So the shift that happened in me is I went from feeling depleted and kind of lonely in my work. I was always giving, 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 right? And to where she comes into my space and she's this whole healthy person, fully expressed, speaks my love language. Oh, like awesome, right? And says, you are the person I've been looking for because I want to help somebody build something big. And everything she says is like, we match, we match, we match. And so I went from feeling depleted to feeling cared for and supported. And that shift, and I think this goes with the mastermind. I'm speaking to that because this is the mastermind. It makes you feel so like you can do anything because you have people that are fully in on the same goal that you are. You don't have to talk them into it all the time. They want to be there. They get it. And you just feel like, and all of a sudden you have something to overflow again. And for me, that's this big shift that just, I went, okay. And this book just flowed out of me and other things are happening and it's just flowing. Right. So yeah, that's that internal shift where you just feel supported. And I think I see in the personal development world, tell me if you see this too. In the personal development world, I see you don't need anybody. You can do this alone. Don't need anybody. And I agree with that. We don't actually need each other as far as like need in a scarcity way, but we are designed for each other. We're designed to support each other and we bring our different gifts to the table. And that feeling of knowing that you have somebody on board with you does something amazing inside your body.
Absolutely.
Is that what you wanted?
Find your people. I do. Absolutely. Yeah. Find your people, build your community.
Yes. Yeah.
You'll never, the coolest part about what you're talking about is those are the kind of people that, you do a 3-day event with, and then the 4th day you hang out with them longer, even though the event's over. You text them, on the way driving home, or, hopefully not while you're driving, but,
yeah, they're like your next best collaborators. This is what I'd hope every coach and healer would create with their clients. Then their client feels that it's like a level up feeling, because that's why they would hire you in the first place. So they wouldn't feel like they're just doing it by themselves, and then they make progress. That's the idea, right? So we're creating this everywhere.
I absolutely love that. And again, the book is called The Key to Success. So tell us, absolutely, you can get the book today for free on Amazon if a person wants to get that. But tell the people what's next after you get the book, when you read it. I know you made all of us that are talking at the event next week, but what's next for them after they read the book?
Well, after you read the book, my hope for you, it depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to be the one leading the event, I hope that you will know how to go and select your speakers and vet them so that you're finding people that are all on board for the definite chief aim that you're presenting to them. But if you are a speaker who wants to be a guest speaker, reach out to me. My information is at the end of the book. Reach out to me and let me know that you get it and you would like to see about speaking at one of my events. For me, because with the launch of this book and with the support on my team and my team growing, I'm going to go from putting on one big event per year to doing 3. So I have space for lots of speakers, and I'm looking forward to working with some people who are really feeling called and really feel confident about getting their message out there. So yeah, that's next steps. If you read the book and you're like, I like you, Bronwen, I like the way you think, then ask me.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to speak at all 3 of them. So,
and you fit at all of them. So just let me know. We'll talk. Yeah. So,
all right. Well, go to Amazon, look up The Key to Success, or I am dropping the link here, for the book so that you could also just click on the link and go get it. You absolutely need. If you want to be a speaker at an event, you want to put on an event, you want to talk on a live stream, really, because even if it's not an in-person event, you really need the information in this book. And when it came together, it was so cool, Bronwen. When it finally came together, because we've been working on it for a while, right?
Time. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was just like, click,
Yep. 2 days and it was done.
there. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. So thank you for writing it. Thanks for being here with me today. I absolutely really appreciate it.
Thank you. I love it. It's fun.